Come on, get in, lads and lasses. Welcome back to 100% Mags, and some massive news. Newcastle have took that next step to the next level, what we were all waiting for. Newcastle have announced our new sporting director, and it is the guy that I wanted from the start. Paul Mitchell as Newcastle's new sporting director. This guy is miles ahead of Dan Ashworth, so we are taking a massive step up here. This guy is the guy you want to be running the sporting directing department in Newcastle United. He has been with the best clubs out there. He's been at, of course, MK Dons to start off with. Like most, people have to start low, then build up. But from MK Dons, he's went to Southampton, where he was responsible for their push into the Premier League under Pochettino, of course, back in 2012, 2013. And of course, then he's the guy responsible as well for the likes of Nathan Klein joining Southampton, Yoshida joining Southampton, Stephen Davis joining Southampton. Then he took his move from Southampton to Tottenham, where he was the guy responsible for the likes of Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, Kieran Trippier, Toby Alderweireld. Then, of course, he took his step away from Tottenham and he went to Bundesliga side RB Leipzig. He was the guy responsible for them having a fantastic window, seeing the likes of Matthias Cunha coming in, Mukiele coming in, and Arsenal youth prospect Emile Smith-Rowe as well. Then he was linked heavily with a move to Man United in 2019, which of course he never made that move because he wasn't interested in the role. Then reports suggested he could be offered an expanded role as a technical director to oversee RB's global football, which then he was, of course, and he went on to do that for quite some time. Then, of course, he ended up joining Monaco and being at Monaco for quite some time, of course, being on the boardroom level as well at Monaco. You don't see many sporting directors getting to be on the boardroom level, so that shows, what kind of ability Paul Mitchell does have, and it's just going to be huge. This guy knows what he is doing, and like I say, he's miles and miles ahead of Dan Ashworth. We are taking a massive leap forward here. When quite a few people thought, the next sporting director coming in would be a step backwards from Ashworth. No chance. This is a massive step forward for us and a massive statement signing. Yes, it might not be a playing signing, but it is a director of football. And in the modern game, if you can have a fantastic director of football like Paul Mitchell is, then you will definitely be able to take on pretty much any team out there, because this guy is going to go out and find the best signings possible for the cheapest price possible as well. But that doesn't mean they're going to be crap. That means we're going to be able to get players the likes of Bruno, Isak, Tonali, Anthony Gordon. We're going to get players like that, and maybe even cheaper than we've already gotten them. So that in itself shows, what kind of ability Paul Mitchell's got. He's going to be an absolutely fantastic appointment for us. Already, of course, announced by Newcastle United today, and he's raring to go as well. He's already made a statement saying, "It's with immense pride that I accept the responsibility of being Newcastle United's new sporting director. I can't wait to get started and help continue this organisation's growth and long-term competitiveness in all areas of elite football performance." So he's already raring to go. I would not be surprised if, and I heard a few other people saying this as well, if when he signed on the dotted line, he turned immediately and says, "How about this guy?" and already getting to work, because this guy knows what he's doing. And, other than this news, we are seeing a lot of young players coming through as well. So it shows, we are progressing forward at a very quick pace. So I wouldn't be surprised, to see some massive named signings coming in. With Paul Mitchell being there as the sporting director now, it's a big chance for us to go out there and get some of the best names in football for absolute bargains, and to come and play at St James's Park. And if we're not having Europe, that could be a little bit of a problem, but there is a positive to it in the fact that players will know that if they come to Newcastle, they'll get their first team minutes. They'll be able to then get Europe next season, because we know that we're not going to be in a situation like we were last season, where we had so many injuries and all that. So we know for a fact, we will be playing European football next season. So that is something that we can promise to players, before the sign on the dotted line at Newcastle United, that we will get European football next season, be it Europa League, be it Champions League, or even the Conference League. We will be playing in Europe next season, because we know for a fact, with the players that we've got there, and the ability that the players have showed already, and the fact that we've still got a lot of money there to be able to go out and buy more signings. And then with Paul Mitchell added into that, it's going to be a fantastic journey this, and it's going to be really enjoyable to see, what kind of players we'll bring in this transfer window. And we get the last laugh, it was all Dan Ashworth off to Man United for 20 million, and then we'll bring Paul Mitchell in on a free. That is absolutely brilliant. Amazing work by Amanda Staveley, Darren Eales, everybody involved in Newcastle United that's pulled this deal off. This is a fantastic deal. 20 million for a sporting director that, didn't want to be here. Off to Man United he goes. We bring in Paul Mitchell, somebody that's miles and miles ahead of Dan Ashworth in the field, and in for free. What a deal. What a deal. Let us know your thoughts anyway down in the comments below. Of course, you might have noticed as well on the thumbnail, Newcastle have been doing some improvements at St James's Park as well. We did see the old Mike Ashley Sports Direct font come down off of the East Stand, and the old Newcastle United font go back up on the stand. Brilliant to see. Finally, the last piece of that era gone from Newcastle United. It's kind of like that era never existed now. So it's pretty much like we're back at the point before he bought it, and we've got a whole load of money, brand new owners, brilliant owners, owners that want to take places, and we've got a sporting director that knows what he's doing in the game as well, and some fantastic players to boot in, the likes of Anthony Gordon, Bruno, Isak, Bartman, and Tonali, etc. It's just going to be absolutely brilliant. I can't wait for this season to start. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like I say, massive thumbs up on the like button really does help support the channel. And if you can, hit that subscribe as well if you're new around here, or if you haven't done it yet, as I'm on the road to 2.5k subscribers, trying to hit that milestone pretty soon. And I'll see you all in the next one. Oh well, lads.